bombshell in Washington that has the entire fan base on edge. 3 explosive news pieces that are going to change everything you thought you knew about the Commanders. A linebacker seeking redemption, an epic battle between receivers that will define the offensive future, and a millionaire star who might abandon ship. If you consider yourself a true fan of the Burgundy and Gold, you can't miss a second of what's about to be revealed. Stay until the end because the last piece of news will leave you speechless. Like right now and subscribe because this information won't be found anywhere else. The Commanders have a hidden gem that's about to burst big. Jordan Magee, the second-year linebacker, is gearing up for a season that could completely change his career and the fate of our defense. Defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr. didn't hold anything back when he talked about Magee. I'm telling you, when a coordinator publicly backs a player like this, it's because they see something special. Witt revealed they had a special package designed for Jordan last year, but injuries ruined all the plans. Now I ask you, what if Magee stays healthy throughout the entire season? This guy comes from a college campaign at Temple where he recorded 80 total tackles, 14 of them for loss, and 3.5 quarterback sacks. Those numbers don't lie. And I believe we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. The knee injury that limited him to only 8 games was devastating. But it also gave him time to study, to learn, to watch from the sidelines how this defense really works at a professional level. I'm telling you, sometimes adversities forge the best players. And here's the best part of all. Magee is being mentored by Bobby Wagner, one of the most dominant linebackers of this generation. When you have a future Hall of Fame member teaching you the secrets of the game, the possibilities are endless. Witt was clear when he said he believes linebackers control the defense and the huddle. Magee is learning exactly that from Wagner. I think we are witnessing the formation of the next defensive leader of the Commanders. The NFC Championship elimination against Philadelphia still hurts, but it also served as fuel. This defense wants to redeem itself. And Magee could be a key piece in that quest for vengeance. At 24 years old, Jordan has the perfect age to make the definitive leap. He has gone through the adaptation process. He knows the system. He understands the speed of the professional game. Now I ask you, are you ready to see this young man dominate the field? The competition in the wide receiver position for the Commanders has become absolutely fierce. And Luke McCaffrey is not willing to settle for crumbs. This young man is determined to fight for much more than a secondary role. The Commanders revolutionized their receiving corps during the offseason. They brought in Deebo Samuel Sr. from San Francisco in a trade that shook the entire league. They drafted Jalen Lane at the 128th spot. And if that wasn't enough, they convinced Michael Gallup to come out of retirement. But here's what's interesting. Noah Brown and KJ Osborne received 1-year contracts to prevent them from going to other teams. I'm telling you, when a team makes those moves, it means that absolutely nothing is guaranteed for anyone. McCaffrey has advantages that others don't have. He knows Cliff Kingsbury's system, he already has experience with the team, and most importantly, he has that competitive mindset that only the greats possess. The guy was clear when he said there are no secrets to success, just hard work and dedication. And now I ask you, what better training partner can he have than Christian? McCaffrey, his all-pro brother, training with one of the best running backs in the league is not something anyone can do. That advantage is invaluable. Luke comes from Rice, where he showcased his skills, but the NFL is a completely different beast. His rookie season was a learning process, but now the training wheels have to come off. It's time to show what he's really made of. The hierarchy seems clear on paper. Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel will be the main duo. Brown offers vertical speed, Lane brings immediate versatility, and Gallup is the wild card after a year away from football. But I believe McCaffrey won't simply accept being a rotational receiver and kick returner. This guy is hungry, he has talent, and he has the family pedigree that pushes him to seek greatness. Osborne and the undrafted free agent Ja'Cory Brooks will also be fighting for a spot. The competition will be brutal, but that's exactly what the Commanders need to find their best players. And now we come to the bombshell that will blow up all over Washington. Terry McLaurin, our $78 million star receiver, is unhappy and might be traded. Yes, you heard right. The soul of our offense might leave the Commanders, McLaurin. has only 1 year left on his contract and is demanding a new extension before the season starts. I'm telling you, when a star of his caliber makes these kinds of demands, the situation is serious. We're not talking about empty threats. Bleacher Report has already linked the Commanders with the Arizona Cardinals in a proposed trade that would include pass rusher Zaven Collins. Christopher Knox, the analyst who proposed the trade, argues that Arizona needs an elite receiver to complement Marvin Harrison Jr. Now I ask you, can you imagine McLaurin wearing another jersey? The former Ohio State player has been the heart and soul of our attack since he arrived. His numbers speak for themselves. His leadership is unquestionable. His commitment to excellence is exemplary. But here's the brutal reality of the NFL. Our business. If a player is not happy, if negotiations stall, if the parties can't reach an agreement, trades become a real possibility. Knox points out that Kyler Murray needs help in Arizona after years of inconsistent performance post-ACL injury. McLaurin could be exactly what Murray needs to return to his all-pro form, and we could receive Collins, a pass rusher who recorded 5 sacks last season. The Cardinals would save $4.4 million by trading Collins, and they already added Calais Campbell, Josh Sweat, and rookie Walter Nolan III to their pass rush rotation. The math works for both teams, but I believe this is exactly the kind of move that could define the future of the Commanders. Keeping McLaurin means long-term commitment to a receiver who has already proven his worth. Trading him means betting on the future and admitting that the present isn't enough. Jonathan Gannon in Arizona is in a crucial season after only 12 wins in 2 years. Murray is desperate to return to his 2021 level. McLaurin could be the piece they both need to salvage their careers. Washington needs help in the pass rush. That's undeniable. Collins could provide it immediately. But I ask you, is it worth sacrificing our star for a possibility? And there you have it. 3 news stories that will define the immediate future of our Washington Commanders. Jordan Magee has the opportunity to become the next great linebacker of the franchise. Luke McCaffrey is fighting to establish himself as a true offensive threat. And Terry McLaurin might be playing his last days in the Burgundy and Gold jersey. Now I ask you directly, do you think Magee can fill the defensive void we so desperately need? Is McCaffrey ready to make the leap and become the number 2 receiver? This offense requires. And the $1 million question, should we trade McLaurin for Collins and bet on the future, or do everything we can to keep our star? I want to hear your opinions in the comments. This is our Commanders family, and in this family, every voice matters. If this information was helpful, if it kept you on the edge of your seat, show it with a like. And if you want to continue being part of this community that lives and breathes, Burgundy and Gold, subscribe now. Because here we don't just talk about football, we build a brotherhood. Here we analyze every play, every decision, every rumor that can change the destiny of our team. Join us, be part of this passion that unites us all, and remember, hail to the Redskins.